is Saturday. It's about 8:30 a.m. Today we are going to the mountains. We're gonna see if we can find some mushrooms. I'm excited. First time doing this. Hopefully we're able to find some. We're going with some friends because we have no idea which mushrooms we can eat and which one we don't. So going to get some stuff to prepare some sandwiches so that way we have food for our trip. Excited. Let's see how it goes. I am in a hurry. We're running a little bit late. But just wanted to comment how I love when French people wake up early in the morning on the weekends to go get their fresh baguette and croissants and pain au chocolat. It's amazing. We're on our way to one of the beautiful mountains surrounding Grenoble for the mushroom hunting. With the cool fall air and good friends, we are ready to search for some tasty treasures hidden in the forest. Mushroom hunting isn't about just finding mushrooms, it is about exploring, learning, and enjoying nature. We were lucky that our friends discovered this spot during one of their hikes. They weren't looking for mushrooms at all, but sometimes you find unexpected things, or maybe those things find you. It is true what they say, what is meant to be will always find its way. Enjoying this. Our friends also have some experience and know how to identify a few mushroom varieties. Without their guidance, I wouldn't dare to pick up anything myself. Mushroom hunting without proper knowledge can be risky. This is the best dog in the world. Chi. Bella. Bella. Yo creo que este es naranja. ¡Mira! El primero. One interesting fact I learned is that back in the day, you could take your mushrooms to the pharmacy in France, and the pharmacist would tell you if they were poisonous. This tradition comes from France's deep connection to gathering food from nature.
Ella escucha la bolsa y dice, ¡ah!
Hay comida.
Sí. Y viene corriendo.
Even today, some pharmacists are trained in mycology, which is the study of fungi, and can help identifying mushrooms. While this service is less common now, especially in modern pharmacies, it is still a valuable source for mushroom hunters if you can find some pharmacist that knows about it. It is definitely not something taught in US pharmacy schools, I am honestly glad I didn't have to deal with that responsibility. Some poisonous mushrooms look so similar to edible ones, it is a lot of pressure. Many mushrooms looks like they have been picked up straight out of a fairy tale, but they are definitely not for dinner. One of the first we spotted was bright red with white spots. Beautiful, but extremely poisonous. There are so many varieties scattered throughout the forest, but since we weren't sure which were safe to eat, we left most of them where they were. And there you have it, a day in Grenoble Mountains, mushrooms hunting. If you're ever in this area during mushroom season, I highly recommend giving it a try. Just remember, you will not find mushrooms on every mountain, but the adventure is worth it. Let nature surprise you. You never know what you will discover. And even if you don't find mushrooms, the hike alone is more than enough reward. Oh, and one last thing. If you do find mushrooms, remember that their location is always a secret. Never reveal it. Bonjour. We're back home, tired but happy. The day was sunny and beautiful. I cleaned the mushrooms we brought back and my partner will prepare them for storage in the freezer. We couldn't resist cooking a few to taste their flavor. The little white ones were our favorite. In case you are curious, so far my partner made a delicious mushroom risotto with them. I absolutely love risotto, and this one was no exception. Mushroom risotto is the perfect way to celebrate a day like this. Later that night, we gathered again and took the tram to the city center for an art festival. I had dressed up in a nice white dress, but when I arrived, as you can see, it was a very laid-back event. Everyone was dressed casually, with many people even lounging on the floor. I quickly grabbed my coat, it was not too cold, and I used it to sit on the grass. One thing I have noticed about Grenoble is that it is not as fancy as Paris. People here are much more relaxed and down to earth. So yeah, I was a bit of a dress for the occasion, but now I know for the next time. It is always better to be a little overdressed than underdressed, at least in my opinion. To wrap up the festival, there were several concerts, and these are the moments you are seeing. Good morning! It is Saturday, it's about 8:30 p.m. Oh my gosh, 8:30 a.m. Good morning, it is Saturday, it's about 8:30 p.m. Y sigo yo como... Sabemos, la próxima vez que vamos a buscar hongo, no se lo puede meter con las partes de abajo.
No, es bien estudiado, ¿no?
Sí. Se me salió el cartel de la baja batería. ¡No! ¡Espérate!